Welcome back to Whitey Whispers, episode 6. Some people are starting to say that this is becoming the biggest show in footy. Now we all know that Fox Footy's Open Mic's probably the number one show at the moment. And last night he had Bomber Thompson on, so I thought I'd get my own ex-Bomber on the show this week. And Cory Dell'Olio. Welcome, Cory.
Thanks, Craig. Happy to be here.
Mate, I'll start with the Essendon, the saga and the elephant in the room, and it's not Hamsy over the back shoulder here. And I probably
from an elephant.
and I won't be as hard hitting as Mike, but it must be a relief to get that all behind you now and start playing some footy.
Yeah, obviously it was a bit of a nightmare there for a while, and it was pretty well documented. But to only miss 2 weeks, for the whole drama, I was happy to take that and to get out there. That Good Friday game was nice. Yeah.
Good, mate, and you've stuck a couple of goals in with each of your games back. So, mate, tell me what your time was like at Essendon. You got to play with some great players, obviously Job, Dustin Fletcher, Dyson Heppel. Must have been a good learning experience. Yeah,
obviously those names you just mentioned there, awesome players, but the biggest thing was how good of a blokes they were, and the people at the club were all amazing, and don't have any bad feelings about anyone there, and yeah, really enjoyed it.
Very good, mate. And for the people at home, tell us about the coaches. Obviously, Hurdy's been documented, in the media, probably badly over the last, 12 months. And Bomber Thompson, he seems a little bit awkward and strange. How does he come across? How do they come across to the players?
Pretty much how you said it, really. Although not in the bad way. People love Hurdy. He's copped some bad criticism over the time, but his people management skills of all the players is first class, and that's probably where Bomber differs a little bit. He just sort of worries about the footy, and that's about it. And might even forget to come training once or twice during the season. Yeah,
no, he's definitely an awkward cat, that's for sure. Now, mate, unlike Googs, who's pretty squeaky clean, I've got a little bit on you. And probably one of your strangest habits is that you like to go to breakfast, different cafes throughout Perth, and you like to have the Birchall. And you rate it out of 10. Tell me what's the best place to get Birchall in Fremantle and where all this started.
Well, thanks, Craig. I'll go with Uton Lincoln at the moment. I've been really happy with that.
It's a nice place.
Well, it's just sort of started from a couple of weeks ago, really.
Couple of weeks?
Okay, maybe a little bit more, but it's just a bit of a running joke that you and Googs and that seem to be running, and bad comedians seem to stick to terrible jokes, and that's where it's at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Grant Birchall, definitely the favourite breakfast. Mate, your best performances at the club haven't so much come on the footy field. Some of your Mad Mondays have been pretty memorable. Tell me some of your best Mad Monday memory.
Oh, well, probably here would have to be, besides just sitting back and watching you at times, it's pretty pleasurable. But
don't lie, mate.
Probably Toby deciding to drive from a grass house to Moondines one day. That was a fair morning. And then the owner rocking up at the pub and saying, "Can you get the car out of the garden?" And he's tried to reverse but had it in drive, and he's actually planted it more into the garden. And then later that day, hope the forces aren't watching this, but Scotty decided to drive the car into Subiaco or somewhere and couldn't find his car for a week.
To all the people at home, we don't condone any of that, and Cory might have made that up. Mate, and who are some of your partners in crime on your Mad Monday? Who have been someone that you've led astray, maybe?
Well, you can't go past probably Toby Bairstow there. Yourself at times. You probably led me astray early on, I think, and it's gone from there.
Don't lie again, mate.
And then probably at Essendon, it was probably two of the Michael Hibbert and Hurley. They seem to really just find a leg when it comes to Mad Monday and Tuesday and sometimes Wednesday, really.
Yeah, mate, they seem like pretty good cats to be around. Mate, this week we have the Derby against the old enemy, the Sharks. Tell us one memory about a Derby that you might have played in before you got drafted that just sticks in your mind.
One that comes to mind probably. It's been some good ones, we've had some good wins and that, but this one was actually a loss, but it was Foundation Day in 2009 when we were pretty strong at that time, and I think there ended up being like 12,000, 13,000 at East Fremantle Oval, and it was actually an amazing atmosphere, one of the best I've played in, and we ended up going down by a point, but to be involved in that game, it was a special day.
Yeah, it was a big day that day. And mate, obviously our form over the past 2 weeks hasn't been the best. We need to turn it around this week. What are some of the areas that we need to improve to hopefully get back in the winner's circle next week?
Well, Todd will tell us in the next couple of minutes, I think. But no, it's pretty cliche, but we just got to get our hands on the footy, really. If you watch the game on the weekend, we barely ever had the footy, and we just got to actually get in, win the contest, and take control of the game a little bit, and just wrestle back a bit of momentum at times, I think, yeah.
Perfect, mate, and hopefully you're right. There's no bigger stage to do it than at the Derby, so hopefully all the fans can turn out on Monday and support the boys. And if they can't get there, tune into Channel 7 on the coverage, and remember, go the Bulldogs.